Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111 here with your reading on 717. It's been a while since I've done a reading. As most of you know, I've been very sick. Um, so just please bear with me as I try to get through this reading. And I don't have much of a voice. Um, Probably won't be as animated as I usually am, and those are obvious real reactions, but I just don't have quite the energy. But what I will tell you is that even, you know, without pulling cards, um, this morning I already had felt a shift in the energy. So I thought, you know what, I want to do a reading today and I'm going to do a simple one, just really kind of checking out the energies of masculine, feminine, and the connection. And, as the days progress and as I get better, we'll go ahead and take deeper dives. Well, let's go ahead and get started. And if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or a healing session with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. I am back to doing personal readings starting tomorrow. So thank you to those of you who were kind and understanding enough to push out your reading a week. So I am ready to do personal readings for all of you. So if you want to work with me, go to my website. Let's go ahead and get started with the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck we have is the Fear card. So what I'm really sensing here is that there has been a great deal of fear in the collective. Okay, masculine, feminine, both are in the energy of anxiety, some stress, maybe sleeplessness. And the stress is really starting to take a toll on the energy of the collective and the energy of both masculine and feminine independently. Now, how does that fear relate to divine feminine? She's got the Nine of Pentacles. So this could be some energy of like fear of being alone, fear that this union will never happen. There could be some energy around fear of her own confidence, her own self-worth. And so she's just at that point in the road where she's starting to decide, what is it that she wants to do? What is it that what direction does she want to go in as far as this connection is concerned, as far as this journey is concerned? So divine feminines, bottom of the deck shows that there's some fear about this connection. There's a fear about whether or not masculine's going to get it or not get it, or if this is ever going to happen, or if she was delusional. There's a lot of fear. And so she's in this energy where she is on her own journey independently, and she's at a fork in the road. She's at a fork in the road. What are we going to do? Where am I going to go? Right? What's the next step? What about divine masculine? Divine masculine, his bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man card. So fear is something that he has really been stuck in. Okay, he's been stuck in fear, stuck in anxiety, stuck in analysis paralysis. And this fear is coming to this sort of completion. Okay, it feels like this fear has like really shocked the shit out of him. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, but it came out that way. So it just feels like this fear, this anxiety that he has been stuck in has helped awaken him. And now he's really trying to stabilize. He's trying to anchor in all of these new perspectives and this awakening that he has received as part of his fear being the catalyst. What about the connection? What's going on in the connection? There's a lot of fear. Nine of Wands, that this is a long, long journey. There's a lot of fear that this is just going to continue to be the same damn way that it always has been, that we'll continue to be in separation. He'll continue to be in karmic cycles. There's a lot of fear that is coming up right now. And so these fears have a lot to do with, do I have the passion still? Feminine, I really feel like that's feminine. Do I have the passion and do I have the strength to continue? For masculine, he's in this fear fear and in his own wounds, that this connection with feminine was very short-lived. And so both are feeling very, very delicate right now. They're feeling very fragile right now. And it's all because of this fear. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom of the deck for what crowns the energies today. And we have nostalgic love. And it's actually 111 right now. 111. I don't know why I felt like saying it, but it is. So 7:17, 1:11 p.m., nostalgic love. Both are nostalgic about each other. Both are, look at this lady's holding the picture of her masculine, you know? And so it could be that maybe you're looking at your memories from the past. Maybe you're looking at, you know, the connection and the good times. And I feel like masculine is doing the same. So there's a lot of nostalgia that is happening as related to masculine and feminine and their connection. Maybe you guys did something a year ago this week or a year ago, you know, today, and that's what's coming up maybe in your memories on your phone, or you know, on how those memories show up on your phone. Maybe some memories are showing up, and so now, you know, both of you are very nostalgic about each other, and so you're connected. And I think that's why I really feel a shift today. There's something that has happened exactly this time in the past that both of you are connecting to, and it obviously has to do with each other. So divine feminine's crowning energy for the reading today is the Paris card. So when this card comes out, this is the Prince Paris. It's about a man in love. So when this card comes out, the significance of this card is about courage. It's about someone courting someone. It's about a new beginning. It's about, you know, a man in love. And so, you know, this Prince Paris was the youngest of 50 children of the King of Troy. And this prince, you know, wanted to, let me just read the story, okay? So Paris was the youngest of the 50 children of the King of Troy and his wife Hecuba. And through a premonitory dream, Hecuba, his mom, realizes that her youngest born will be the cause of a war and the ruin of the city. So the child is then left, right, exposed on a cliff. And he's actually found. He's found and he's brought up by shepherds. And he finally, as he grows up, he comes to know of his origins, and he returns eventually to the palace. And now the King of Troy is older. The King of Troy, his elderly father, right, is older. And he thought that his son, Paris, was dead. So he welcomes him with open arms. And so he's chosen by Zeus to judge who among these three divinities, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite, is the most beautiful. So he offers the golden apple to the goddess of love. That's Aphrodite, right? In exchange, that she promises that he will marry the most beautiful woman in the world. So Paris, and the person that he wanted to marry was Helena of Sparta, okay? And so Paris actually abducts her. He abducts her and renounces the war that, you know, he started with his actions, okay? So with Aphrodite's help, he's covered in this mist and he escapes from a duel. So now Paris vindicates this affront, right? Paris dedicates himself with infinite love to his beautiful wife, the unwitting cause of the destruction of Troy. So it's like he was so courageous about his love, but he was rebellious about the way that he went about it, okay? And so the way that this divine feminine is experiencing her masculine is like, you know, he's like this hurricane. He intrigues her. He agitates every cell in her body, but she just loves him. You know, he excites her. And she knows that he is this force, but it's just like, his courtship triggers her self-esteem. And so it's just this energy where, like, she's like, I love him, but he agitates me. I love him, but he's so rebellious, right? It's this energy. And so here we go with her first card, energy. So she's in this energy of trying to shift that. She doesn't want to bring in that sort of toxicity with that sort of love, because it is, right? It's like, even if you're going to love me, there are a lot of things that are toxic about this sort of love that this masculine provides, and she's got to shift. She has to shift her attraction to it. So as far as this energy is concerned, she's really assessing. She is assessing where there is fault to this connection, where there has been punishment as part of, really loving someone like this. So she's really assessing her own vulnerabilities. She's assessing her own toxic attachments, and she's looking at her value system. So when she is in her energy for masculine, she's like, I love this guy, but he gets under my skin. And, he's this young rebellious lover. And I have to now shift this energy. I've got to shift this energy so it's not like I'm continuing to call that Paris rebellious energy back into my life. I need to assess why I keep doing this and shift that energy. Because the fear here is that I'm going to have that same old kind of guy, the one who comes in, sweeps me off my feet, is exciting as all heck, but then dishonors me over and over and over again. For divine masculine, his most significant crowning energy is, look at this, Eros and Aphrodite, number 33. So this is the wild card in this deck. When this card comes out, it's really all about the energy of, fullness. It's an energy of love. It's an energy of eternal union. It's an energy of, when the masculine is feeling for his feminine, it's about, there has been a very long and difficult period, and he's like, I finally found my feminine. I want this union. I want to be a couple with her. I want her to be by my side. I want to respect her. There's this energy of love that is blooming for him, for her, in him. And this makes sense because we have God of vulnerability, Achilles. So there is this energy where, he's been pretending like, oh, I'm tough, I'm cool, I don't need to be in a relationship, blah, 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 or I'm going to come in, I don't need to be in anything long term. Well, guess what? The towers come in and said, masculine, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's this energy about tapping into your feelings, tapping into your emotions, and it has shook him. And so he's spending time going within. He's taking a break. He's healing. He's spending time alone, trying to, really align himself to be the soulmate to his feminine. To be the supportive friend, lover, companion to his feminine. What about the connection? We have the card of Arthur. We've got very significant cards that have come up. So in this connection, this is all about being a man, right? This is all about, but it's not this kind of man, that this distorted, I don't have feelings, I don't need to tap into my feelings. This is about someone who understands their strength, their wisdom. So in this connected part of this reading, this is about marriage, stability, the secure energy. This is about an enduring relationship. This is about the masculine energy who becomes solid, strong, successful, abundant, ready to be that leader. So in the connection, we are seeing that karma has been a part of this connection. Not only, listen, masculine and feminine can have karma towards each other too. You don't just have to be a karmic partner to have karma. We have karma with people, and karma is not necessarily a bad thing. You do good to people, you have good karma, right? You do things that are not so great, and those are the things that are going to come back to you as well. Karma is not good, karma is not bad. Karma is just what it is. So there is some sort of karma that is playing out in this connection. And there has been this legacy, this abundance that has been broken in this connection. There has been disappointments because of karma. Okay, there is this collaboration with other people, with other not just with themselves, but with other karmics, other third parties, other people in their soul tribe that have led to this, loss. So what I do feel like I am channeling here is it's all necessary for the masculine to become the divine masculine. This karma, the karmic, the pattern, the cycle needed to occur. This long-term connection needed to happen, right? If masculine was in a long-term connection, or if you were in a long-term connection with somebody else, that breakup had to happen so that your masculine or you could rise as a leader. So what I'm really getting is that any sort of karmic pattern, karmic cycle was very important to the leadership, to the stability of the connection. In the King of Shadows 1111 channel, I'm going to take a look at the karmic partner or patterns for divine masculine. So if you are interested in joining me there for that part of the reading, feel free to join me. But it does feel like there's a lot of nostalgia, there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of development, there's a lot of energy shifting that is occurring. And divine feminine, I understand the fear of, that you not wanting this Paris Casanova lover. But if you keep tapping into that fear, that's what you're going to manifest. And you don't want to do that because masculine is actually rising up to king. I'm going to leave you with that. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.